They made Rot cute. This game actually made Rot cute. Hello everyone, I'm Bunny Bouncer and welcome back to my rabbit hole of gaming and all things in the geekdom. So there is a game coming out called Kena Bridge of Spirits. I personally am really excited for it, partly because of nostalgia, another part because it looks really well done, and the last part is because it looks safe. Honestly, it looks like if Disney Pixar did a video game. It's close to the style of Raya and the Last Dragon, not necessarily in the story, but just the overall look and the feel of the world. It looks like something I could play with my niece. And to me, that's a good thing. Not every game has to push boundaries or be this complex puzzle of a game. It doesn't have to be riveting and revolutionary. And I like that they made the story of this game sound cool and appealing, but still simple. It's something I feel like I could relax while playing and not just be strung over about it. So, Kena Bridge of Spirits releases August 24th. It's $39.99 for the base game, $49.99 for the deluxe edition. It's being done by Ember Lab and will be playable on the PS4, PS5, and the PC. So, the story reads, Kena, a young spirit guide, travels to an abandoned village in search of the sacred mountain shrine. She struggles to uncover the secrets of this forgotten community hidden in an overgrown forest where wandering spirits are trapped. Also tells you to find the rot, timid and elusive spirits scattered throughout the forest. They maintain balance by decomposing dead and rotting elements. The key features are to build your own team, find and collect rot to gain powerful abilities, make discoveries, and transform the environment. Explore a forgotten village and a strange curse. Draw on the power of the spirit realm to restore this once majestic world. And fast-paced combat. Spirits have become corrupt, trapped, and unable to move on, challenging Kena at every turn. So, from what I understand from the trailer, Kena is a spirit guide who helps those with unfinished business find closure and cross over to the afterlife. But in this village with this mountain shrine, there's some kind of curse or something like that that is preventing all these spirits from passing on. And your job is to find out why. I don't know what role the rot play in it besides being like these just cute, adorable little companions and also helping a little bit with like the magic and the combat, but the whole story feels like what you'd expect from a children's ghost story. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, so I can keep popping up on your feed and bugging you. So the nostalgic reason I'm excited for this is this game actually really reminds me of two games that I played when I was a kid and I absolutely loved them. They're probably a horrible quality now, but when I was a kid, I loved these games. They were so much fun. Story-wise, this reminds me a lot of Cameo and the Elements of Power. In Cameo, the Elements of Power, you were going around and you weren't collecting or like helping spirits pass on. You were collecting elements, training them, and you were using them to defeat this great darkness. But the overall feel of the story, whenever I watch the trailer, it puts me in mind of Cameo a lot. And the other game is Overlord. So in Overlord, you are an Overlord, and you collect these like goblin-like minions, and you use them to interact with things in the world, to help in combat, and to just essentially play the game. Which reminds me a lot of Kena with the Rot. How the Overlord used his horde of minions is very much like how she uses her little Rot things. You know, you send them to pick up this or to interact with this, to carry this. You know, you use them in combat. That's essentially what it was in the game Overlord. And I loved that system. I thought it was hilarious and I thought it was funny. And they're almost completely the same. In terms of graphics, it looks as good as an animated movie. It's clean and crisp with this bright feeling that really livens up the game. Now, the combat. It says it's supposed to be fast-paced. It doesn't really look it to me. Because there are some notable pauses in the combat where it looks like the creators of the game intentionally added these pauses in order to give the players time to think or plan things out. So we'll see how fast-paced it really is. Now, the thing with combat that I am really excited for is the magic system. Because you'll see in the gameplay features and also in the trailer that she switches, 1 minute she's shooting a bow using her staff. Next minute, she's using her staff like a bow staff, and then the next minute, she's using the rot to essentially damage things. And you can even cast this bubble around yourself and shield yourself. So it looks like it's going to be very diverse, and it's going to require a lot of attention to make sure that you use the correct things when they're needed. Another thing I am excited for is the amount of static real-world problem solving. There are some moments where she's shooting targets in order to make like this elevator move, and there are other moments where she's shooting these flowers and she is, essentially bungee jumping herself across a ravine. There's also things in it where you can jump and you can catch on ledges, and that's going to have an added element of figuring out how you're going to climb up certain things. And there's also times where you're using your magic to jump on the air and you're hopscotching across different areas. And it also looks like you have to grow food in order to feed your little tiny buddies, which is going to be interesting to remember that you have to grow food in order to feed your little buddies. But what I'm most excited for with this game is the rot. I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that that would be something I'd ever say. But I mean, look at them. They're adorable. Look at this guy waving his arms to get attention. And they swim with you. You can watch them run from combat all scared. They are the cutest little pieces of rot I have ever seen. I think I'd play just to collect them. And from what I understand, you get to dress them up in little hats, too. It's so cute! I do intend to play this game. Maybe not right when it releases, because I am still determined and intent on, finishing the current Final Fantasy XIV stories before Endwalker releases. But I absolutely do intend to play this game. Comment down below and let me know how you think this game is going to turn out.